This is Amud Yomi Gemara and Shabbos Daf Samach Beis Amud Aleph, and we're holding on. Samach Beis Amud Aleph, in the middle of discussing really which type of kameya you're allowed to wear in Rosh Hashanah. But we ended off with a case that the kameya was mechuba ba'ar, it's covered with hide, and therefore you're allowed to wear it into the Beis HaKisei, you're allowed to wear it into the bathroom, and therefore we're not worried about what's going to happen if one has to go to the bathroom while he's in Rosh Hashanah, because he doesn't have to take it off because it is mechuba be'ar. Asks the Gemara now, 1 second, 4 lines down. Tefillin the mechuba. Tefillin is covered with leather, and yet V'tani we learned in a brayso nechlas Beis HaKisei. Of course, so if a covering of ar allows you to go into the Beis HaKisei wearing tefillin, wearing a kimeya, why are you not wearing tefillin into a Beis HaKisei? Answers Gemara, no, because the bottom of tefillin themselves have kedusha. Also mishum shin. You have a shin on the side of the bottom. Damar Abaye shin shel tefillin lachem Moshe Sinai. V'amar Abaye, once we're on the lachas of tefillin, Abaye continues 8 lines down and teaches us dalid shel tefillin lachem Moshe Sinai. The dalid on the ritzua of the tefillin shel roish is lachem Moshe Sinai. V'amar Abaye yod on the tefillin shel yad lachem shel tefillin lachem Moshe Sinai. Continues the Gemara, 12 lines down, the 2 dots, ending off the Mishnah, the Yanal Goav Lo B'Shem Lo B'Kasel Lo B'Gafayim. Shir Yain is what? Is Zarda, coat of mail. Kasta, helmet, Amrav Sanovarta, which is a leather helmet as they worn as armor. Magafayim, Amrav Pozmaki is different types of leg protections worn during war. All these items, says the Mishnah, you're not allowed to wear out on Shabbos for the simple reason that it's an Issa D'Rabbanan. They are clothing, but it's an Issa D'Rabbanan. Why? Because people are going to think that you're going to Melchama and Shabbos, etc. Says the Gemara. Nope, says the Mishnah. 13 lines down. So a woman is not allowed to go out with a needle that has a hole in it. Not with a brooch. Not with a spice bundle. Not with a flask of oil. If she goes out with any of these items. The Chachamim pattered if she goes out with a spice bundle, or with a flask of balsam oil. Says the Gemara, we have to understand what's going on with the ring. The parak began that this is the Rabbanan for a woman to go out with a ring without a chaysam. And our Mishnah is teaching us that a woman going out with a ring with a chaysam seemingly is a deraisa. Amar ula v'chilufeim be'ish. This halacha, that it's a deraisa for a woman to wear a ring with a chaysam, says the Gemara, the opposite halacha applies by a man, that if he's wearing a ring with a chaysam, it's a derabanan, and if he's wearing a stam ring, it's going to be a deraisa. Says the Gemara, Alma Kesava Rava, seemingly Alma Kesava Ula. Seemingly, Ula is of the opinion, Masiv Rav Yosef, in the last narrow line, asks Rav Yosef, is this true? Says the Braisa, a shepherd could go out wearing sackcloth, not only shepherds could wear sackcloth, any person. So what does it sound like? It sounds like that it's not person specific. So why you, Ula, are you teaching me when it comes to ring? It doesn't have to do with man, it doesn't have to do with woman. And therefore it's not as simple as a shepherd, it's even more. It's a totally different am, and therefore the halach as well different. Someone finds tefillin on Shabbos in the street. Machnis in zug. He wears them and brings them back in pairs. Both men and women are allowed to carry the tefillin by wearing them and not leave them bebizayon in the street. But if you're going to tell me that women are their own their own nation, and therefore, how would she be allowed to wear the tefillin? It must be that the reason why she's allowed to wear tefillin on Shabbos to save them from bizayin are because they're not considered gender specific to men with regard to carrying on Shabbos. So therefore, it must be that we're not viewing woman as an am b'fnei atzman klape haitzan Shabbos. Answers Gemara, Hasam Sever Amir Leila Zman Tefillin who over there Amir holds Leila is a Zman Tefillin, V'Shabbos Zman Tefillin who have the mitzvah say Shel Zman Gramu, and therefore it is a mitzvah say. Excuse me, I'm going to say Shaloi Azman Grama. Why is it Shaloi Azman Grama? Because Rameir is of the opinion you're yes let her wear tefillin both on Shabbos and at nighttime, and therefore if we say Shaloi Azman Grama, not Shabbos, that's why a woman let her wear it. But it's not a kasha. So the Gemara is sticking that yes, women are am b'fnei atzman, even though when it comes to the shepherd, it comes to other articles of clothing, an article of clothing that one person wears, we're saying everyone can wear. When it comes to the rings and whatnot, men and women cannot switch items, as we're concluding that women are am b'fnei atzman and therefore cannot be worn by the opposite gender. Says the Gemara, asks the Gemara, the Mishnah said that if a woman wears a signet ring, a tabash it's an issa daraisa. Says the Gemara, how can it be a daraisa? You're carrying it in an abnormal manner. Amar Yirmiyah, Isha Gizbar Saskinan. The reason why I say abnormal is because a woman is not used to wearing a ring with a signet, so its very nature is abnormal. Answers Rav Yirmiyah, no, there are women that it would be normal to wear on such a ring. Whom Isha Gizbaris, a woman who is an overseer, she is a businesswoman, therefore she does often wear such a ring. Amar Rabba Tiratz Isha Ish Ma'ikla. What do you say about an ish? A man doesn't usually wear a tabas she'ein aleh chaysam. So how's it going to be a daraisa? Ela Amar Rava. Rather comes along Rava, smack in the middle of the middle lines. First one line is Isha. There are times that a man will give his wife his signet ring to do what? To put it away, to put it in the drawer. And what's she going to do with the ring? How's she going to hold it? She's going to put it on her hand until she reaches the drawer. And so to the flip side. A woman gives her husband a ring to bring it to the jeweler. So how does he carry the ring? He doesn't want to lose it. He puts it on his finger. And therefore, a big chiddush Gemara is saying, therefore it's not considered something completely abnormal, because there are times that a man would wear this type of ring. And therefore, says the Gemara, that's the reason why there's potentially a deraisa for the men and women to wear the opposite types of rings. We continue 12 lines from the bottom of the two dots. The Mishnah said you cannot go out with a kulyar or a kavelis, a spice bundle. My kulyar, Amarav, machbanta. This is a brooch that the woman wears on her blouse. What's a kavelis? Amarav. Chomarta de pilon, a packet containing pilon, some sort of spices. Chenam Ravasi chomarta de pilon. Tana Rabbanan, says the Gemara. This woman cannot go out with the spice bundle. We have three levels of what's the story with this kavelis. Says the Gemara. Rameir Savar Masayu Daraisa. Rabban Savri Tachshadu Mutter. Excuse me, Tachshadu Be'etzem Mutter on the Drais level, but with Umm Shafi and Machli are worried that she's going to take it off and show it to someone, and therefore this is the Rabban. And Masla Asir she'll come to wear it. Taladam is just a rabbin. Who puts on this spice bundle? Isha Sharei a woman who has a shtickle odor problem. She hasn't showered in a while. So therefore, she has to wear these spices to smell good. And guess what? She's not going to want to take it off because she stinks. And therefore, says we don't have to be concerned she'll take it off. Because she's not going to come to carry it. Dalit in Rishusa Rabim. Says the Gemara, okay, so those are the three shitas, the Raisa, the Rabbanan, Mutter. But ask the Gemara about time until the Raisa Lezer point of Kavaz Bluchas shall apply to Rav Eliezer seemingly says it's Potter. What does Potter mean? There's no Daraisa, but there's yes and Rabbanan. So how here can Rav Eliezer say that it is Mutter? Says Gemara Lakasha, Haki Koi Rav Meir. When he says that this is the Rabbanan, is when we contrast him to Rav Meir, Haki Koi Rabbanan. One is the verse the Rabbanan. So it's a little bit of a difficult tarot. So we're saying Rav Eliezer be'etzem holds its mutter. But when we say Rav Eliezer versus the Daraisa, Rav Eliezer versus the Rabbanan, we respond back in like, but he himself holds it's mutter lechatchila. Explains the Gemara. Ki kaid Rameir damar chayv chatos. Amar li Rapater. So Rav Eliezer responds that is Pater. Ki the Rabbanan damar Pater. Avlas amar iu mutter lechat chila. We pick it up. We stop over here. We'll pick it up in Amar Beis, continuing explaining these three shitas b'siyata dishmaya.